FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thao, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody on this good Sunday. Hope everybody feeling good, had a good weekend. Hope everybody got that good love around, good energy around, good vibes around. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the latest videos and news. Appreciate all y'all. Salute to everybody in the building already. Gen S was good. Buddha, DJ, Rah, Midwest, Brittany was good. Brittany. Salute to everybody, man. Good seeing y'all. Bay John, what up, fam? What's cracking? Dre. I ain't seen y'all in a few days, man. I took the weekend off. Just was chilling. I be having to take those breaks. Oh, man, I got to tell y'all, I just watched a movie called Take Me to the Moon. I actually got a little video. Matter of fact, let me upload it right now so I can show y'all that first. Do y'all know they dropped this movie in 2024. It's called Take Me to the Moon. And they basically faked the moon landing. And guess what it was called, the whole project? It was called Artemis. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. It's crazy how they be playing right in front of our face, man. And it was so funny, man. Cool little movie, man. Let y'all see exactly how they be doing everything for sure. Saint was good, fam. I gotta show y'all, man. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this little clip before we even start. We're gonna wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started though. Crazy work though, man. Crazy work. I'm like, man, this is crazy how they go drop a movie. And in the movie, the project was called Artemis. I'm like, man, you seen it, Dejan? Man, I'm like, man, I can't believe this shit. Amber was good. Happy Sunday to everybody, man. It's crazy work, man. Matter of fact, we're going to get it started. I know everybody get to falling in once we get rolling. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get into this content. Let me show y'all this. Off the dribble, y'all finna be tripping. That's how they be playing with us. KN, what's good? Look at this.
You have done outstanding work, Cal. Public interest is way up. You landed the senators and secured the launch.
And that's why you broke into my motel room? As a thank you?
Now that we know the whole world will be watching, we can't afford to lose. We need to be prepared to present an alternate version of the moon landing.
An alternate version.
The Artemis version.
That's crazy. And it's called Artemis.
Twin sister of Apollo. And the backup. So we just need to be ready to shoot a little picture or something showing us, up there, walking around, waving at the camera.
You mean to fake it?
All goes well, we never use it.
This shit's crazy. That's exactly what they did. Man, ain't that crazy, y'all? That's crazy work right there. I'm like, man, I can't believe that. And it was called Artemis. They be playing right in front of our face. That let you know, like, that let you know, man. That let you know right there. Like, oh, this shit is a play. Let's keep it going, man.
At it now for 21 hours, and
We've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
Man, Iran said, fuck that. We ain't agreeing to nothing. And now Trizzy talking about he finna just take over the Strait of Hormuz, or however you said. He finna take it over and block everybody. They finna have to, and he said if they shoot anything at one of our ships, our Navy ships or whatever, everything, he said it's on. Actually, what he said is like, I'm gonna sing, blow you to hell. That's exactly what he said.
Like, in a nutshell, what I think will happen is the U.S. debt gets privatized and uploaded to the world. Right? Every major corporation will become a bank. Every major app will become a wallet. And every person on earth with a smartphone will become an unknowing creditor to the United States government. They will solve the debt problem and the AI problem at the same time with a digital currency system that funds the government, controls the UBI payments that feeds the people that lost their jobs to AI in the first place, and it gives the central planners a button that they can turn on or off for every single person's financial life. Oh yeah, hold on. That sounds crazy, right? What does that even look like? All right, so imagine Tesla announces a digital wallet. You load it up with dollars. Tesla takes those dollars and invests them into U.S. Treasury bonds, earning, let's say, 4 or 5%. Tesla keeps a little, passes some back to you in the form of rewards, discounts on your next car, maybe charging credits, maybe an actual yield, right? You're happy because your money's working for you. Tesla's happy because they're earning a spread on their deposits, and the U.S. government is happy because someone bought more of their debt. Now multiply that across every major corporation on earth. You'll get Apple Wallet, Amazon Wallet, McDonald's Wallet, Google Pay with yield, every airline, every retailer, every platform we already use. All of them will become distribution channels for U.S. government debt. All of them holding U.S. treasuries as the backing for whatever digital asset or rewards program they'll offer you. Now, if that sounds like some crazy theory, this is literally what the legislation moving through Congress right now requires. It's called the Genius Act. And what it says is, any company that wants to issue a stablecoin, a dollar-pegged digital asset, must hold U.S. treasuries or equivalent safe assets as the backing, dollar for dollar. Which means corporations will have to buy real government debt first. And this has already been successfully tested with a company called Tether, the company behind the biggest stablecoin in the world. It holds over $120 billion in U.S. treasuries right now. All right, that makes them one of the biggest holders of U.S. government debt on the planet. In fact, bigger than some countries even. And Tether was the system's test. Now, imagine this same dynamic, but with the brand recognition of Tesla, the distribution of Apple, the loyalty programs of every airline and retailer we already use.
That's crazy work, man. Crazy. Vince, salute to Vince in the building. He said it's all over, man. We are screwed, guys. Face it. Everybody too dumb to realize what's been going on. Man. Hey, Vince, they didn't pull another one on us, didn't they, man? Crazy. K. Smith, Baby Case was good. Tim was good. Solo was good, man. I just don't know, man. It's just the weirdest times we living in right now, man. Exactly what the title say. Prisoners to the system, man.
The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community.
You know, I wonder why Israel's biggest problem is the young generation of the black community.
Right.
When We're all the way over here. We don't have no land. We don't have no communities. We don't have no commodities. We don't have any resources. We don't have any bombs. We don't have any nuclear weapons. We don't have any missiles.
Right.
You know, we don't have any military. You know, why would we be the biggest threat? Wouldn't the biggest threat be the people you're actually in war with? What do we have to do with anything y'all got going on? Could it be that the conspiracies about identity theft are true? Perhaps. Because I doubt that, you know, a lie would be a big threat to an entire country. I don't think a lie would. But what I think is the biggest threat is that the truth is being revealed and the world knows that. Time's up.
First Lady of the United States just stood in the White House and said his name. Epstein. Lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein.
Hey, did y'all see Melania Trump addressing the whole Epstein situation, talking about she didn't know Epstein? Of course, she went to some parties, but she didn't know him personally, and she did not meet Trizzy from Epstein and all this type of shit. But they was at parties together or some at Epstein parties. And then after she gave that whole little press conference talking about it and everything, an email dropped to her, emailing, what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell. And the way she was speaking to her in the emails made it seem like they was a little bit more friendlier than what she was trying to make it seem like. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. I don't even know how they just got Melania doing all this talking now. I ain't never heard Melania talk the last, when Trump was in office, she never talked, never spoke to press conferences, the media, nothing. And now all of a sudden she's just been speaking, like overly speaking. I'm like, man, like they didn't gave her some confidence or something. Shit crazy. Stay strong was good. Chris was good, fam. Wizard.
Need to end today. Did anybody notice what she specifically stated? Read that line one more time. Not what she said, what she didn't say. She didn't say that the files are fake. She didn't say that the names are wrong. She didn't defend anyone else on that list. Ask yourself, why now? The files have been out for weeks. 3.5 million fucking pages that nobody seems to be talking about anymore. And while she spoke, nobody noticed that new documents dropped. Epstein, Saudi Arabia, the ruling family, a gift from Mecca, an offer to tutor a crown prince, financial dealings with Gulf royals exposed in black and white. You thought Iran was about nuclear weapons? Iran was sitting on the motherfucking receipt. Wire transfers between Epstein's networks and the Gulf monarchy. Tunnels of money that ran from Manhattan to Riyadh to fucking Tehran. The same Gulf, the same oil, the same, in quotations, war that started at a very convenient time, don't you think so? This is not politics. This is not a scandal. This is the systematic dismantling of a protection network that spanned 3 motherfucking continents. 5 decades in every institution you were taught to fucking trust. Yet people stop talking about it because it's no longer trending anymore now, is it? Or because it's too much to handle. Don't you think it was too much to handle for the motherfucking children too? That doesn't happen unless someone's name, someone close, might I mention, is about to surface. She was clearly getting ahead of what is coming. Not in years, not in months, in days. I guarantee the names are coming. When they do drop, I expect every single motherfucker involved to be held accountable.
I just saw something crazy.
He might as well wrap it up, man. If you think they finna expose some names or whatever, like the E-files been out, they don't care about that E-list no more and everything. The warden covered it up. These motherfucking alien talks, these scientists missing. There's a whole bunch of other distractions. We got a few more days before that E-list. They don't even talk no more about that E-list. That shit finna get swept under the rug. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They questioned the Clintons, but that's exactly what they did, is talk to them about it. Ain't nothing finna happen to nobody, man. With all that crazy stuff we seen in the emails and all that, ain't shit finna happen.
And I can't unsee it, and you need to see it too. Here's Ghislaine Maxwell. That's what she looked like. Here she is, a few years later, maybe more recently, aged a little bit, but you can see what she looks like. Here she is in prison after her arrest. This is essentially her mugshot. Her hair is longer. You know, she's changed her appearance. She was in hiding for a while. This is what she looks like the most recently since we've seen her. Up until her hearing with the House Oversight Committee just a week ago. Who the hell is this? This is the person, supposedly Ghislaine Maxwell, that testified before Congress. Look, this is supposed to be this? Are you kidding me? Who is this person? They're telling us this is Ghislaine Maxwell?
And then her hair was long. Like who did her hair? Who cut her hair to get it back black? It was a whole different color while she was in the joint. Then she cut it back short to her old school style where she used to do a little pixie cut. Like, I guess she got it done inside the joint and they dyed it and did all that and everything. I don't know, man, but that definitely looked like somebody else. That damn near looked like a dude trying to be a woman or something.
Look at the nose. Completely different. The chin. The eyes are completely different. The eyebrows, the hair. She got her hair cut back to her old style. Now that she's going to go before Congress on TV, that looks like a wig. They want us to believe she went from this to this.
Yeah, that ain't her, man.
No way. No way, right? I mean, come on. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, come on. In her testimony, it sounds like maybe it's her, but it does seem a little bit off.
I would like to answer your question, but on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer this question and any related questions.
We had a member just join. Can they identify themselves for the record? Thank you. Exhibits may be entered in.
Maybe there's a language expert out there that can help us with this. Comment here if you can. Like, I don't think that's her voice. I think it's different. It seems a little off from what we've heard before. And you can go listen to her entire.
She probably somewhere chilling, drinking her some Mai Tais, relaxing on a beach somewhere. And then we already know where Epstein at. He down there in Florida. He Palm Beach Pete. He Palm Beach Pete living his best life, man. Trying to act like it ain't him.
Interview with Todd Blanche. It's on YouTube. It's on the internet. It sounds different. This just doesn't look like her. It looks like she's either having a transition or that's a different person. Or her cushy prison conditions are actually way more harsh than we've been led to believe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. It's pretty wild. Like, share, spread the word, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
This is not just a temporary blip. This is not.
Yeah, man. I don't think that was her, y'all. That's my opinion, though. Entertainment purposes only, but I don't think that's her, man. And it's crazy how they just be playing in our face with all this stuff, man. They just playing with us, man. They swapping people out, allegedly. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, but people are sure looking different. A lot of weird little cases and instances around Epstein supposedly taking his life. And now my man pop up Palm Beach Pete, same tattoos, same teeth structure, everything. He fell in lie detector tests and everything. Like, this shit crazy how they playing it right in front of our face, man. For real. Darling, what's good, darling? Salute the darling in the building.
Not something that farmers can work around. No one anticipated that we would have a shock to the system.
My bad for stopping it. You know what, Saint? You might be on to something. That's why Trump keep on saying that. Central casting. Like, you know all these motherfuckers acting and everything, man. That might be a reason why Trizzy keep on saying that. You might be on to something, man. He ain't just come out just saying it, but he's saying it. He giving little hints and clues.
Just a temporary blip. This is not something that farmers can work around. No one anticipated that we would have a shock to the system. All the experts did not see this coming when we see this rise in fertilizer prices because of this war. And really, no one's really seen a way out.
That shock to the system means that diesel now is more than $5 a gallon, and fertilizer costs are up more than 30%, adding thousands of dollars of new costs to already strained farmers we met, like Aaron Lehman.
When something like this happens, farmers just have to take the hit somehow and find a way to get a crop in the ground this year.
President Trump's trade policies and tariff whiplash have made it far more uncertain to sell soybeans and corn. Another worry as a new season of planting begins.
We get one chance to plant, and we get one chance to harvest, and that's it for the year. So we get one try every single year. And so even like in my lifetime, I might get 30 tries at this. That really puts things into perspective. Like I only, the prices of fertilizer, seed, whatever, like could go crazy. But like we can't not plant. We still have to go out and plant the crop.
And now the Strait of Hormuz may be more than 7,000 miles away from Iowa. But even with the fragile ceasefire, what's happening there is having a direct ripple effect here. The question, will it impact the midterm elections?
I think farmers are becoming more and more aware is that you need to say to our elected leaders, what are you saying about the fertilizer situation? What are you saying about the trade situation? Are we going to stand up to these things that are hurting us, or are we not?
Earth is a prison. That's why 99% of people are fucking miserable. What does 99% of people do with their life? They don't have control over their life. They have to work a job to make money to afford things that they don't fucking need. Because the most things you need are fucking free. Water's free, food is free, shelter's free. You might just need to put a little work in to make your shelter, to find your food, and to find your water.
That shit ain't free in this system.
But you got sold into the system where, no, you're going to trade 40 hours of your life, maybe more a week, so you can fucking make money that is printed out of thin air to afford these things you need. But then you're going to give us half your money so we can live the life that we want to do and do disgusting things on top. How do you not realize this? This is what I say when people are brainwashed. People are brainwashed from the fucking beginning. That's why we go to school. We are programmed to become workers, and then we work, and then we fucking die. And that is our entire fucking life. That is not what we are supposed to do here. You are supposed to wake up when you want, whenever you want, and do what you want with your time, 24/7. If you can't do that, you do not have control over your life. And if you want to have control over your life, you need to learn how to make this fucking money without trading 40 hours a week for it. I work 1 to 2 hours a day, and I make over $75K a month only using this phone. You can do the exact same thing. If you want my help, comment Vault, and I'll send you my free guide.
Talking about he makes over 75,000 a month, only working 1 or 2 hours a day from his phone. I need to hit him up. What you doing, dog? Put me on. I might have to go find that video and comment Vault. Hit me. What is you doing? For real. You said where he was in the 80s. Supreme was good. For real, man. That's crazy. Dolly, you said, why are we exporting anything we should be doing for our own right? I don't know, man. This country crazy as hell, man. This country so weird. We got so much crazy stuff going on. Then with the war, like, obviously Iran is fed up with all this bullshit. They like, man, we tired of y'all, whatever, because they ain't agreeing to no terms. They ain't trying to open the Strait of Hormuz back up. And Trizzy talking about he finna just go take it over or whatever. And then in the same sentence, Trizzy talking about we got enough oil over here, good, sweet, good oil over here. A lot of barrels, a lot of people are coming to us to get supplied now. How's we got all this oil, but the price is going skyrocket? Some ain't adding up, man. Something is not adding up, for real. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep that algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going, man. Something ain't adding up, man.
For the love of God, stop endorsing Erica Kirk. Please. Look at this.
Love you, Erica.
Man.
Shorty just did a drive-by cry. Not only is she crying for the man that she had, a drive-by cry, a fucking, she did a, have you ever, I wonder how white a white woman can possibly get from Karen's to, sir, did you touch White House property? I'd be wondering how white it can get. And this is the whitest shit I've ever seen in my life. The half-ass pitiful, I've never in my...
He said he did a drive-by cry, though.
I'm about to go back to
Oh
sleep.
my God.
Or drink.
A drive-by
We'll
cry.
figure out what comes first.
Palm Beach Pete just did a lie detector test, and now we might finally know if he's Jeffrey Epstein or not. So Palm Beach Pete was just on the Nikki Gordo show. By the way, I got a notification that this man called me a bot the other day, then the notification disappeared. What? Anyways, they were on there giving him a lie detector test with like the most famous, trusted lie detector guy that we all know. At least I'm pretty sure that's him. Long story short, they asked him a bunch of crazy questions like, does he own a private island? Does he have an offshore bank account? Has he ever partied with Epstein? Is he Epstein? And let's just say some of his answers were a little bit interesting. So for one, he was appearing to pass with flying colors, aside from the occasional pauses and hesitations on a few questions here and there. The first inconclusive result is when they asked him if he had ever been in the same room as Epstein, and how they said that he had said he had been in a party with Epstein before, which that came back inconclusive, or signs of deception were being shown. They continued to ask him a bunch of questions, the obvious ones. He asked about his teeth, how they're from the same area, they're both Jewish, and like I said, seemingly normal aside from some strange responses. But then he decided to ask him the question that we all want to know. Is he in fact Jeffrey Epstein? And this is when Palm Beach Pete gave the most strange reaction. He completely just paused, was like holding his breath, and then just responded with, no. And that is when lie detector guy was like, I don't know, man. This one's looking a little bit
Right.
Yeah, signs of deception, inconclusive.
He tried to calm himself down and calm his heart down, trying to lie to the lie detector test, whatever. And then my man, the lie detector dude, was like, I see a little bit of deception in here. They was all shocked. Like, man, like, motherfucker, is you Jeffrey Epstein?
Inclusiveness, but I guess we'll let him slide. That's what he said. The whole thing was very weird, and I will say every time that like he was being caught being deceptive, he would look at lie detector guy like he'll give him that Epstein look, man. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. Fat Nick, if you see this, bro, let me get on the show. The Nikki Gordo show, the AT show, you know what I mean? Let's unite. Don't call me a bot, bro. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. My name is AT, I cover news on the internet. I just got banned at 5.7 million followers, so like and follow for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But what do you think? Is Epstein Palm Beach Pete, or is Palm Beach Pete Epstein, or man, I don't even know anymore, man. This is getting crazy.
A ninth scientist with ties to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab has been added to the growing list of researchers across the country who have died under mysterious circumstances or disappeared. Fox News senior national correspondent Kevin Cork has the details.
And this right here kind of, they said it's up to almost 12 now, y'all. Like down there, 12 scientists. This say 9, but it's up to 12 almost. Something, think about it, like this ain't just like accidentally or coincidentally happening or whatever. Like something going on.
Hey, Kevin.
Afternoon to you, Will. Mike Hicks was a research scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, or JPL, and apparently he died back in July of 2023 at the age of 59. But the cause of death was never made public, and no record of an autopsy being performed on him has ever been found. Now, on its face, that might not sound like such a big deal, but his is, as you point out, the 9th case of a person with ties to America's space and nuclear secrets who has died or mysteriously vanished in recent years, including retired Air Force General Bill McCaslin, who was reported missing by his wife more than a month ago. He'd been studying unidentified anomalous phenomena and potential non-human intelligence. Now, in common speak, that simply means aliens. And to be sure, the trend of unexplained deaths and disappearances is setting off alarm bells, both among national security experts and among lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
I think there's a message being sent in all this. I think we better be really careful, and it's more than 8. You take any other profession in the world, take car salesmen. How many of those have disappeared or died mysteriously in this in this country? And there's hundreds, if not thousands, of those. This is a very, very small group of people, and we better start paying attention to what's going on.
The great Tim Burchett speaking there. Another scientist missing, Monica Reza, JPL's Director of Materials Processing. She vanished without a trace last June, just months after beginning her tenure at the NASA lab. And perhaps most vexing of all, because of the nature of the research being conducted and the unusual circumstances surrounding many of these disappearances and deaths, we have scant new information, Will, about leads.
Oh my God. GLC, what's up, fam? He said that's Chris Carter doing news. I don't think it's Chris Carter, but whoever it is, it look like he got a fucking fake mask on. It look like they done sprayed his hair, did his hair and everything. He probably ain't even got no hair. Like, my man look like a made up black dude.
The investigation, we are told, at this very hour does continue. Will.
Either independently or connected, Congressman Burchett also has told TMZ that he has had conversations with high-level figures in the American government that we have, in fact, had contact with extraterrestrials.
Unfortunately, I think this is just the beginning. So I've learned when people tell you what they're going to do, don't ignore them. So when the UN and Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab tell you that they've got a UN 2030 plan with sustainable development goals, I think there are 17 or 21 of them, and every one of them says you won't be traveling, you won't have a private car, we won't be using international shipping to move goods around, there won't be any flights except military or perhaps very rich people, you won't own anything and you'll be happy, you probably won't live in your own house, you'll be using much less energy for everything, including heating, manufactured goods, and so on. When they tell you that, you should assume that they're serious about it. And so I think COVID has been part one of a multi-act play that's going to take 10 years that will destroy the liberal democracies completely. We've already, if you think living in a democracy, now ask yourself who you could vote for that would change this. Because I don't think there's anyone you can vote for anywhere that is guaranteed things. So I don't have an answer, but I'm telling you, I think we're sliding down through the gates of hell. I'm speaking out. There's nothing in it for me. I've lost lots of money, all my friends. I'm away from my home and family. And I'm speaking out because, as I close, I am absolutely sure what I've told you is substantially true.
Hey, salute to him. Salute to him. He know he in danger for just talking about that shit, but he might be onto something. Think about it. It probably is like a couple steps act that they trying to do, and that whole pandemic starting in what, 2020, 2019, 2020 and everything. It was like the first step. Maybe it is different steps. I don't think about it. Well, where we in 2026? We 4 years? Not even 4 years. We're about 3.5 years now. 3.5 years away from 2030, man. This shit going so fast, man. Think about it, y'all. 3.5 years away from 2030. Something else finna come. Something else finna drop soon. Something finna happen. And it's all steps. Maybe this war was part of the steps. You know what I'm saying? The war, like all this stuff. Maybe the disclosure of the extraterrestrials is part of this step. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe like this AI, how the AI been rolling out all crazy and everything is that's definitely part of the step. The AI and all that, that's definitely a step in it for sure. This shit crazy, man. It's like right in front of our face, though. Michael, what's good, fam? Shit crazy. And you know what I'm starting to think? After I seen that black dude that was just talking about the scientists missing and everything, we was laughing at him. But at first, I used to be like, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm starting to think like maybe like some of these media news outlets like broadcasters or whatever, you know, maybe they are like something else. Could they be like reptilian or extraterrestrials or something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are, because like they all give off like weird vibes and shit. So maybe it's a possibility, man. Maybe some of these people that's giving us some of these news and everything, maybe they not. You know, from our DNA. I don't know, man, because it's kind of weird. Danny was good.
This 2030 agenda bullshit is just the mark of the beast. Let's start with the shot. They use fearmonger. Everybody rush and get it because they convince you that a cold and sniffles is gonna fucking kill you just for it to alter your DNA and your soul. Now you're confined to this prisoner planet because they promised you pizza and movie tickets. The breaking of the family unit, giving chaos and unbalance to the masculine energy because they convinced the divine feminine that fucking welfare is the only man they need and Section 8 is their side nigga. Let's talk about fucking cashless society. Now everybody's rushing to the crypto, selling their soul and sucking the devil's dick for some currency that's in the sky, and that's not talking about AI. It takes away our connection from divine intelligence. Why are you asking ChatGPT, will I make it into the kingdom of heaven? Jesus seen what you did with them cucumbers from the farmer's market. You fucking dirty dog.
CIA was interested in certain humans that may have had an enhancement of this alien DNA. That is to say that basically we're all aliens in some respect. But some of us, some humans, have an enhancement of that alien DNA. And there's also the, I guess you would call contact tracing of certain bloodlines.
You heard what he said. Some of us humans might have a little hint of alien DNA in us. I might got some extraterrestrial in me. Y'all heard about the Tic Tac ship that touched down and all those black dudes got off and everything, and they wasn't from here. It was something else. Like, we didn't heard that story plenty of times. They was tall. They had weapons they ain't never seen before. I mean, we ain't gotta believe it, but I don't know, man.
Going back to
ancient times.
Who knows? Ancient times. And that was the first time I ever heard that. To me, that was the most shocking thing I ever heard of.
Look, there's a bunch of crazy shit that you're gonna see in the sky, but it's either ours or it's being summoned, okay? And if you're gonna see a ramp up in crazy alien shit in the sky, understand that that's part of a storyline, okay? The world is a stage, and you are actively being deceived into believing that these actors are all that there is. The actors are the most important part. You actually are. You manifest this, okay? And when you do it collectively, that's where the predictive programming comes in. And you end up sealing your fate without realizing it.
Man. Look at that right there. What is that? A broken meteor? What they gonna say? That's a meteorite that like exploded in the sky and it's supposed to be falling to the ground, but it looked like it was flying to me. I don't know what's going on in the sky, man. It's crazy. Black man was good. He said, we are the Anunnaki. I keep hearing. It's crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. It is a lot going on in the skies and stuff, man. Whole lot.
Union Street, I don't know what the fuck that is, dog. Is that just the stars? I don't know what that is, bruh.
Crazy, man.
What is that?
Crazy. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on in them skies for sure. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
How do you know that? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? You don't know anything. Who you with?
NBC News, Philly Circuit.
ABC?
NBC.
Well, let's make sure.
Mr. President.
Let me just tell you, we win, no matter what. We've defeated their military. They have no Navy. 158 ships are underwater, undersea. All of their minesweepers and all of their, they call them mine droppers. Can you imagine? A country has 28 mine droppers. You think that's nice? With all of that being said, they're all defeated, by the way. They're all at the bottom of the sea. Now, with all of that, they have no Navy. They have no radar. They have no Air Force. Their leaders are all dead. With Khomeini is gone. For many years, he ruled. He's gone. With all of that, let's see what happens. But from my standpoint, I don't care.
They want underage teens to have babies. Look at what the Fox News host just said.
Trizzy crazy, y'all. He said, who you with? ABC? NBC? Oh, yeah, fake news. That man crazy, man. He said he don't care. He said they basically saying like he's saying they got control, but it's somebody ain't telling the truth somewhere, because if you had control, Trizzy, they would probably be trying to agree to those terms that y'all been trying to come to. But for some reason, Iran like, no, we ain't opening this shit up. Fuck it. Let's keep on bombing or whatever. So something, I don't know what's going on, but something going on.
We'll have 3.6 million births a year, but the problem is teens and young adults. From ages 15 to 19, the fertility rate is down 7%, and it's down 70% over the last 2 decades, meaning we're telling people that are young not to have babies, to wait till they're in a more stable life situation, more financially secure. Maybe they haven't found the right partner.
So basically what he's saying is he's blaming low birth rates on
15
really
to 19.
young adults from the age of 15 to 19. 15 to 19. That's why people going crazy over this. It's because it's making it seem like he's saying he want 15 to 19-year-olds to be popping these babies out. First of all, I thought we didn't want young teens to be getting pregnant.
Right.
Second of all, the economy is ass. Everything right now is overpriced. Rent, food, gas, everything. So what you telling me is you want these people to have children so they can be suffering too? Oh, I get it. You want people to work minimum wage. You need people to do the low-income jobs. You think that the teens that's having babies going to up their life to where they're going to need the government. Because you know, a baby having a baby don't make sense. They're still trying to get their life together. I'm not saying they're not good moms, but 9 times out of 10, they still have room to grow on their careers and everything. So why have a child? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
That's crazy. 15 and 19. Now, I know some women, had kids early, on purpose, mistakes, all type of stuff. But 15 and 19, that's a little young, man. At least let them, come on now. I don't know what he talking about, man. My man might be on this on. They probably do want them to have him young so they can have control over these young teen mothers and babies and stuff like that, man. That shit crazy. For real. Said praying for Angela's mom's surgery, man. Oh, salute to the boss lady, Angela, the dial. I don't think she in here, but make sure y'all send some prayers up for her mom's surgery, y'all. I didn't even know her mom was having surgery. Definitely send some love up, for sure.
While you're being distracted by religion, politics, and everyday life, CERN altered the timeline. We died in 2012, and our consciousness was transferred to another reality. The portals was open, and the world shifted. Food don't taste the same, and the cold feel harsher than it ever did. People move different now. Colder, empty, and detached. You don't even feel like yourself anymore. This is what happens when humanity loses its presence. Trauma made us armor up and survival replaced connection.
This crazy. She said we died in 2012. A lot of people said like everything changed in 2012. Like I'll be trying to think back to 2012. Like damn, like I remember where I was at and what was going on, but was it a big change in my life or whatever? You know, I can't even really remember. So something might have happened, man. They might have fired up the CERN collider or whatever. Margaret was good. Booty said no sex till 21. That should have never worked, man. Hell no. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I was humping early.
And somewhere along the way, we forgot how to love. The real question isn't what happened to the timeline. The real question is, will we ever remember who we were before this happened?
Didn't even have a name. We were all just part of this experiment. What do you see? Speculation, no magical description. Look at this thing. What does this look like to you? It's right in front of your face. You can't overlook it. You can't not describe it. You can't unsee. Something in your inner soul, in your inner knowing, knows exactly what this thing is. It doesn't look like something. It is that something. People all over the world started remembering the same thing at the same time. We're all wrong. They were all misremembering. How does that make sense? And this wasn't random. It was the same memories, same detail. The logo changed. There was a cornucopia, now there's no cornucopia. A character wore a monocle and now he doesn't wear a monocle. This is why. Is this all a coincidence? Are we all part of the same experiment? Did CERN and the Large Hadron Collider experiments put us into a different timeline? Let's just run down the facts. Number one, the first run of the Large Hadron Collider was in 2008. Don't know what happened, but something in the experiment messed up and they had to close it down and repair it for 2 years. Between those 2 years, in 2009, the literal term Mandela effect was coined. Paranormal researcher Fiona Bloom coined the phrase in 2009. She personally noticed the biggest Mandela effect of them all, that Nelson Mandela was alive. Even though she remembers Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 90s, he was alive and well and actually got released in the 90s and became president of South Africa in 1994. He later passed away in 2013. But so many people remember him passing away in prison in the 1990s. They also remember the funeral being live on television. So many people noticed this that coined the phrase Mandela effect. That was just the first run. Are we part of this experiment? Also, one of the biggest Mandela effects noticed around this time was Sally Fields, but that's not the Mandela effect. You like me, you really like me is what everybody remembers her saying when she won her Oscar. In this timeline, that's not what she said. Highly debated, yes. It's quite odd that Sally Fields' brother, Richard Field, is actually one of the top scientists in CERN. One of the 10 scientists in CERN that actually developed and worked on the Large Hadron Collider. The one department that may be responsible for tipping us into a new timeline. Just so happens to have a sister that has one of the biggest Mandela effects of all time. Is this a coincidence? I don't know. But that was the first experiment.
So what? Man, sitting there watching that, I just thought about, I don't know if y'all ever seen the TV series. It's on Netflix. It's called Black Mirror. And they be showing like a whole bunch of like futuristic, like technology type, AI type, you know what I'm saying, events happening. And like, it's crazy. It's a good show. Be showing all type of stuff, but it had a show on there where it was kind of like the Mandela effect episode where they can change basically history or what happened. You know what I'm saying? And it made me think like, what if that's the case? Like, what if this big CERN thing everybody been talking about, like, what if it really did something and sent some waves out, frequencies or something out and like change memories in our heads or change things and make us think something happened that it never happened? Or, you know, like, like I can't rule it. I can't say it's not possible. Because like the world we living in now, everything is possible, man. Like, cause that shit, a lot of this shit don't be making sense. I'm like, man, like, I don't know. And then again, have y'all ever heard of quantum immortality? They be saying like people like be passing away and then they go to a whole nother dimension, another timeline, and be living in another timeline. Like, do y'all think that's something that's really is a possibility? I don't think it's like resurrecting or, you know what I'm saying, coming back like that. Like, I don't know if it's something like that but quantum immortality. It's saying like we never die. We go somewhere else and live in another timeline. I don't know, man.
They're pushing for is to end currency as we know it. So if you look at programmable money, it's not a currency, it's a control system. So if you have, whether it's a credit card or you have digital money of various kinds, but centrally the rules can be made by the banks or the central banks where you can shop, who you can buy from, when you can shop, and your money can be turned off or negative interest rates can be applied. Taxation can be decided by the bankers, so no representation. And essentially all the rules can be made and enforced through the money. Then that's not a currency, that's a slavery system.
Is Trump the good guy in all of this? Is my question, or do you view him as part of a puppet of a bigger play?
So we at Solari have a collection.
That's crazy how people be talking like us and everything. That just made me smile when he said that. Is Trump a puppet? Part of all this, or is he a puppet to a bigger play? Everybody know about them plays now, man. Everybody be talking about, yeah, this might be a play. I feel like this channel over here, our community, we started that whole play talk.
It's called the Fast Approaching Digital Control Grid. And it is a collection that we update every week of everything the federal government is doing, administration and Congress, to implement a control grid. And in my opinion, Trump was put into the White House to persuade conservatives to go along with a control grid. And what you need to understand is if you look at all the factions operating in Washington, there is nobody on our side. They are all trying to implement the control grid. And the question is, who's going to control it and who's going to make money on it? So is Trump our friend? Absolutely not. And if you look at the extraordinary effort that the administration has made to build the control grid, the local hardware and software infrastructure, billions of dollars. So there's a lot of crazy, magical, stupid thinking on AI. But one of the things I will say about AI, it's absolutely superb at implementing or tracking things that can be expressed mathematically. So its ability to collect and process huge amounts of data like surveillance data, where you're trying to implement spatial control or financial control, it's absolutely fantastic at. Okay. And if you look at all the data centers we're building all over the country, they are there for control. That's what they do. They're not there to make businesses. I always laugh when the guys say, oh, we poured all this money into AI and it's not making companies more productive. Well, of course, it's not meant to make companies more productive. It's meant to make sure that the leadership has complete control, spatial control and financial control. I just noted Congressman Massey is now fighting to kill the switch in your car, kill the car switch. So they've got new items in the car that your car can be turned off, remotely. And so he's trying to kill the kill switch. But that gets back to spatial control. And if everybody's in an electric car and you can kill the switch, there you go. You've got total control of movements and money.
Okay, no joke. If this is version 1, we are absolutely cooked.
We're looking at Oscar, the first human modular prototype that is able to live in various setups. Connect the brain to the heart module to activate the blood circulation. Now, the lung is going to start breathing. You can see both organs are now collaborating. I can add a kidney module. And if I add a limb module, I start actuating the organism to move. Now it's looking for the optimum temperature, which is 37 degrees. If I add another limb, Oscar will recognize it and beneficiate from new possibilities.
Now, keep in mind, these are getting better every single day. This is literally the worst that they will ever be. So tell me, is this evolution or extinction?
Man, that was crazy right there. Damn, Shoes was good.
Of course, smart cities is a global agenda, and there are a number of smart cities, or future smart cities, that are being groomed right now. As you tap into the energies of those cities, life is starting to leak out of them. That pure, natural, organic life force that I'm talking about, as opposed to technology-driven AI inorganic matrix force. Smart cities are going to be very prevalent on Earth 10, 15 years into the future, and extremely prevalent 25 years into the future. Those are going to be the cities owned by AI, where everything is going to be automated to death, pun intended, where everything is going to be mathematically precise, no room for error, but there will be no room for a lot of other things as well. I've been sensing the shift in the grids of certain cities. In the United States, for instance, San Francisco feels very different than it felt even 5-10 years ago. You can feel the AI grid coming through and starting to choke the life out of the city. And of course, Silicon Valley. Let's not forget about that. The hub of AI. Why would it be anything but? But cities like New York, for instance, that's a future smart city as well. Dubai is the city that smart cities is going to be modeled after. I've also heard, I actually have not been to Dubai, but from my friends that have gone, a lot of them have mentioned, the spiritual friends, that it is the hardest city that they've ever been to, as far as meditating and connecting to higher powers.
I feel exactly what she's saying. How she feeling? I be feeling like that when I be going over to Phoenix. Like it feel like it's damn near almost converting over to a smart city. It's a lot of places that make it seem like that though. Even over here in Vegas, it seems like a lot of like damn near converting over to a smart city. Actually, they building like a little smart community on like the northwest side over there. A brand new community. They say a smart community. I don't know what that means, but we go see, man. But what she said, I definitely believe in the future, we finna have these smart cities where it'd be like down there all AI controlled and surveillance and everything. Like she said, no room for error. I feel like we headed that way. It's bound to happen for sure. For real. Big Blood, Vanda was good, fam. But salute to everybody, man. Everybody tapped in. Stay on wave, y'all. Protect your peace watching these videos. Keep that good love around. Keep that good energy around. Keep vibing, vibrating high, those high frequencies. And just keep staying positive, man. In the end, somehow, some way, with all this crazy stuff going on, we will win. Just keep that positive mindset and just enjoy life, man. Enjoy this while you can, man. Enjoy this time. Take it day by day and enjoy it, man, because you'll miss out and just enjoying life, thinking about all this crazy stuff and everything. It can throw you off your track. So stay on wave, y'all. Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
FamOver.